Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome in when you find that we're live. Hope you had a good holiday if you celebrate the holiday. Felt like doing something different for a change instead of just doing every single zodiac sign. I'm like, you know what? Just make it all one. It's been a while since I've done one of these, a long time. Okay. All right. I'll wait. I'll just give it a minute. Let people find that we're here. All right. Can you hear me okay? I turned down the volume. I think I put it to like half, like a little over 50%. I think I'm loud. Usually I have headphones in, so it's too loud. No headphones today. Okay. All right. Welcome in, Iris. Summary. Samir. I think it's Samir. Something like that. Here we go. Remember to hit the like and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. What are the collective messages that want to show up for all 12 zodiac signs? What are the collective messages that would like to show up for all 12 zodiac signs? Warm it up for a little bit down here. It is a little chilly. Show me the collective messages for all those that find this. Here we go. Okay. Why is that the first card out for collective? Why is that the first card out for the collective? What do we have for you? Oh, man, they're coming out. They're coming out today. What I'm like, what's this all about? I caught one of them. Okay. I get an energy where it seems like people are more or less. I don't feel like people are worried about where they've been, who they've been with, what they were doing. I don't pick that up. I feel like if you felt at a distance or a loss with people or relationships, I don't feel like it's your focus right now. It's almost as if you give me like I ignore that energy. I'm more kind of trying to step into taking action with what's going to happen next energy. This gives me the energy, the Tower, the Star card, and the Ten of Swords. What's going to happen next? What's going to be the next thing that brings in happiness? These two cards, the Sun and the Strength card together, it makes me feel like you're not going to stop letting that be your focus. Something about you may not stop letting that be your focus. I didn't shut my sound off on my phone. Hold up 1 second.
I have shut off the sound on your phone.
Okay, you creepy ass bitch. That was kind of creepy. You've never done that one before. I'm glad you did it, but now I know you listening to fucking everything. That's some crazy shit. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't say like, yo, Bixby, yo, Google, or none of that shit. She's just like, I did it, master. like, here we go. Let's go. Oh, that was creepy. Do you agree that that was a little creepy? I think that was creepy as fuck. Here we go. So the energy shows me it's more about like being emotionally connected or excited about what's going to happen. I feel like that's what the work you're going towards collectively. I feel like a lot of people are figuring this out. You have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, kind of emotional fulfillment and trying to discover where you're going. I feel like this is trying to tell me what you're not letting get in the way. It's almost like the things that didn't work out, why focus on them kind of energy is what I see for you guys so far. Here we go. Not from New York. No. It is a sister state, though. Here we go. Lips are a little dry. Any other collective messages? What is this about? Clarify it before I say anything. One more. I want to see where this is going. You have an energy that's showing up where it's like I feel like you're more curious about where you're heading. The Four Swords to the Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles upright, wanting to kind of go towards that balance, figure that situation out. Now, if you've had any issues with people, um, especially like family people, like family, brothers, sisters, kids, whatever it is, it's family. Feels definitely like family. Ten of Cups reversed, Devil, Temperance. Couldn't trust the situation, or they didn't trust you. I don't feel like I feel like that's come to a closure or an ending. Like that's like ending energy. For some of you, what I wanted to also say before I said anything was potential people. It could be Earth sign, could be Capricorn energy, could be Sagittarius energy, could also be. I was picking up, even though I shouldn't be picking. Well, kind of a little bit Taurus energy. You could be a Taurus that had some family issues or problems with people. I don't really have the specific card that makes me feel like I have to say that. I just feel like I have to say that. All right, let's keep going. What else is here? Show me something collectively for all of them. What do we got? I think you've become at a point where it's like you've become emotionally receptive to knowing that if things weren't practical or working out, you weren't really going to worry about it. You feel more or less where you're. I get like a where I'm going energy. You give me like a trying to figure that out, trying to pinpoint that situation. Some of you could be as simple as what's the next best idea in career or advancing in a career, or what's the next best. I'm going to say both. What's the next best thing towards like what's going to be the outcome to the relationship? I feel a lot of curious energy in here in this situation. Knight of Wands and love. There it is. What you're going to play with next in love situations. Ooh, that thing bounced like a basketball. Holy hell. Love wins. A lot of you, it's the curiosity or seeking and finding the depth of the next best offer or committed energy. That's what's I almost feel like that's what nobody wants to talk about, but that's what everybody's going through. It's almost like you shut the lights off or you closed that door and you walked away from it, but you never really felt like the door was that far away. But it definitely an ignored energy. I'm picking up like an ignored energy or focused on other stuff energy collectively. Some of you could have been work or family. Somebody I'm picking up also, somebody out there could be, I'm going to light a cigarette. Somebody could be upset about not getting child support. There could be somebody out there that's pissed off about not getting child support. I don't know what that's about, but the person, whoever it is, the person always has an excuse or says they don't work when they obviously probably bring in a little bit of money and could help. That's more for somebody specific or some out there specifically. Here we go. Anything collectively. Show me more about this. The Empress. What is she here for and why is she upright? What is the message? Y'all ready? That's what it tells me. Well, I did I feel a lot of independence energy here. This could definitely be towards the women. I'm going to put it out there. This could be a lot towards the women, feeling very independent, very self-reliant, also ready to pursue situations. Clarify anything that needs to show up for me real quick before I say any more. What is the message? Continue the message. Basically, what can you have in your hands? What can you love again? Ace of Wands energy. What's worth opening up the lines of communication and moving towards, building with, having together? Because it's telling me specifically you're past the movement or the understanding of knowing situations. Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, that a lot of things in the past didn't work out the way you were hoping. Ten of Wands. Two of Pentacles to the Hierophant. You learned about that. Seven of Pentacles reversed, about the investment that didn't work out. Nine of Swords, it's in reverse. I've already said this. You're no longer upset. The Hermit, what are you trying to trust here? I feel like you're trying to trust being independent, creative. You also give me a strong active energy. So a lot of people want to be independent, creative, active, and kind of a little more acknowledgement It's like an acknowledgement. See me for who I am kind of energy. Whatever the fuck, wherever the fuck that's coming from. Here we go. Let's keep going. All right. All right. You may catch me live tomorrow for all signs, all 12 zodiac signs. I may come out tomorrow as well. We shall see. Everything goes to plan. I'll be out here. I'm going to give them to you because they didn't want to go back in. That one slid off kind of by its own. I feel like it's going to be reversible. Is it? Nope. It's upright. What do you want me to know here? It's almost as if, like, what I feel like I'm supposed to say with these cards, I almost get like some of you kind of had to go through the motions or the experience. This is like experience energy to me. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, open up to a situation, see the judgment for you with your own fucking eyes, kind of energy. You had to go through some relationships, or close down offers completely for a while is what I'm picking up with this shit. Here we go. It's almost like it didn't excite you. I feel like some of you, it's a matter of it didn't excite you, or you had a hard time trusting it. Here we go. Ace of Swords, clarify that. Some people kind of come off like, so there was work they were hoping to see be achieved in a relationship, but the communication and the awareness of the work towards the relationship was either non-committal. It feels very non-committal or unexciting, untrustworthy. And I think that was the problem when it came to the investment. I'm going to put it out there. For a lot of you collectively, it could have been more or less you felt like they were just after sex. That's how this shows up to me. And maybe that's why the communication didn't really go far, or just the work didn't seem like there was enough work being put on the table. You might have felt like, bitch, you're after one thing and I know it kind of energy. Give me something else. Collectively, please. Cigarette damn near burned out. Got ash all over me. Here we go. What's the message collectively for everybody? Six of Swords reversed. Three of Swords reversed. Again, Four of Wands. It isn't about where you've been in this message. It isn't about what you've been. It more or less, this message explains to me what you got over. I kind of, that part I'm loving. This part is more about like the experiments yet to find or go towards. Clarify these two. I'm going to shuffle and then we'll clarify those two. Ooh, came flying out. You're not stuck up on it anymore. You've let it go. You have you have completion energy. I don't know how many of you feel that way, but a lot of you, congratulations. Excellent. That's excellent. The Hangman and the World Reversed is basically you shutting down the investments you used to entertain, not moving forward with situations that you know were either not good for you or not moving or going in the direction that both parties probably were like hoping to get. Kind of hold up. Three of Pentacles. It's almost the same message again. Some of you, the message is, are you wanting to work on something new? The Ace of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands reversed, the Hermit trusting, putting the work towards it, the Queen of Pentacles upright. Ten of Cups. Some may not be ready or trust. It's either I'm not sure if I emotionally am ready to trust yet. What's the answer for others that are ready? Let's see what it says. What's the answer for what do you got to say about the ones who may feel like they're ready? The ones that may feel like they're ready, it comes off like you could feel like it's going to be a while before you see success or move towards it and trust it. Jesus. Ace of Cups reversed with that makes me feel like it almost feels like it's too good to be true energy here, going towards like the connection. The Empress reversed, not stressed about it, but it's not your main focus. It's in there though. It is in there, but afraid to trust it. Some of you may feel like you've been waiting forever to get that balance that you seek. Air, earth, or fire sign. Definitely air, earth, or fire sign. Some of you could have had struggles with. Definitely air, earth, or fire sign. Some of you, it was just whoever you dealt with, you felt like they didn't really understand you or listen to you. That 4 cups I keep looking at. Here we go. Let's keep rolling. Let's see what we get for you collectively. I'm going to switch decks. See if there's anything I can get out of a different deck. Which deck is it going to be? I'm doing it. I'm going to do this one. Why not? What are the collective messages for anybody that sees this message? Who needs to come out collectively for all 12 zodiac signs? Here we go. Welcome in, everyone. 3. One more. I'm going to drink some coffee real quick. 4. Here we go. What are the messages? Ooh, wow. Buy that card first. Clarify what this is about. Keep going. This message looks like it's showing me what you dealt with, what some of you may have dealt with. Lack of response. Some of you ladies may have felt like you dealt with lack of response from the situation. Some of you also didn't want to let it get the best of you mentally. Eight of Swords reversed. Let him get the best of you mentally. Maybe her, for whether you're, same sex, into the same sex kind of thing, whether you're a woman or guy. But what I see here, the Knight of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords, it just felt like you couldn't get blood out of the rock. I don't think you were going to either. Clarify these two. Ace of Wands. I'm done. You saw it going nowhere. It was like more of a casual commitment for some of you, or more sexually based than. It doesn't feel like there was enough solid communication. Why do I get like it could have just drifted apart, or it seemed like, they were after one thing versus doing many things with you? 3 of Wands reversed. The Moon is upright with the Ace of Wands in reversed. Clarify anything that needs to show up. Clarify anything that needs to show up. 9 of Cups reversed. Emotionally, it wasn't fulfilling. King of Swords. 2 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. That's why it didn't work. That is why it did not work out. Some of you didn't feel like they were willing to put the work in to show you that they were right for you, or that they were in love with you. So I'm going to say something without the tarot. It feels like they were either committed to like instead of an emotional connection with you, or if they had that at one time, it fizzled out. And it became, they stayed focused on the sexual bondage connection with you and wanted that. And that might not have done much for you. Outside of that, if it wasn't that, they may have focused on career over talking to you, or put other things in front before you. That it feels like you got pushed to the side. I hate to put it like that, but I feel like pushed to the side energy. Jesus Christ. Maybe this is cross watchers read and you did that to them. Let's see. All I'm going to say is somebody identified it wasn't the right committed energy. There's too much reversed here. You go from that Nine of Cups, lacking emotional depth or fulfillment. To the King of Swords, action and love turns out to be a dud. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed with the Page of Pentacles, to the Page of Cups reversed, to the Eight of Cups reversed. That tells me no. That's kind of like what's done is done energy. You know what I'm saying? 10 of Pentacles, clarify it. Clarify it collectively. So some people became very aware or self-trusting is what I'm going to say. That it was better to move the fuck on. You know what I mean? That this might not have been the celebration for them. Three of Swords. They couldn't be upset whether there was interference or not. They just knew it wasn't moving forward. Everything is reversed. The Chariot, three of Swords, Three of Cups, reversed. And over here, it goes the King of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Judgment. It becomes a situation where it's like you couldn't pretend it was either out of your control or there was just too many things that were broken that couldn't get fixed. They were broken that couldn't get fixed, and that's why it wasn't the correct judgment to approach or continue with. Let's keep rolling. I'm gonna pick them up though. Let's keep rolling. Anything else collectively? I'm gonna do something in a second. I'm gonna try something in a second for all 12 of you, all 12 zodiacs. The Sun reversed. Why is the Sun reversed here? The Hermit reversed. Couldn't trust the happiness, had to let it go kind of energy. It's what it's coming down to. The Moon is reversed. The Page of Swords. Oh, they keep coming out easily. Wow, there's a couple different energies here. So it looks to me, some watching, this is what it shows me. I'll show you the tarot. But some of you that are watching, it was a matter of you identified it isn't going to work, it isn't making me happy. And it was the celebration or staying in it. Some recognized it and kind of like it didn't bother them. They accepted it for what it was and whatever. It's like whatever. What can I do with it? Like kind of just shut it down easily. While others still have a hard time on it. Why I picked that up is that Three of Swords energy. If you had a hard time with it, it could have been because you couldn't, either you were trying to figure out if there was somebody else or because you were stuck on a situation that you weren't ready to move away from. If you were stuck on it. If you weren't stuck on it, it's just because you looked at a situation that wasn't providing happiness. Here we go. I'm going to say any more kind of energy. The Wheel is reversed. The Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, Temperance, the Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Some of you might have felt like you either had to guard your feelings, your heart, or just not put work into a situation anymore. Some of you looked at a situation where you waited until you recognized I can't wait any longer. Temperance reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, Six of Wands reversed. Okay. Yep, here we go. Just asked me, something new YouTube must be doing. Just asked me if I wanted you guys to see an ad. I said no. So you might still get the ad. I caught it last second, like last 10 seconds. The Page of Wands. Some of you may get it. Some of you may not. Page of Wands, the Hangman. What's this all about? Five of Cups. Now, the message I see here is some of you, if you left a situation or you, especially a guy, there's a lot of male energy here. If a woman felt like the High Priestess, if she felt like she couldn't trust this SOB, I'm not gonna say son of a bitch, but yes, if you felt like you couldn't trust this dude, he became aware of it. And I don't feel like he wanted to fix it or put the work in it. It shows me he clearly recognized once you were out, you were out. Holy shit! I don't think he thought he could fix it. Oh shit, man! Here we go. Depends on the ad it was. I get some fucked up ads, but I say some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? I actually, like, because I don't pay for YouTube, I had some ads show up on one of these videos, and I'm like, let me watch it. And it's like about sex pills. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's all because of me. Like, I'm like, that's my fault. You know what I mean? If I'm going to get mad at anybody, I got to get mad at myself for that shit. Damn you, Leon. I don't give a fuck. Here we go. I actually was like, okay. What other messages do we have collectively? Let's see. I want to use this one. I think I want to use this one. Is this the one that's hard to read? I'll know in a second. No, this one's not hard to read. Some of them are difficult. This one's not. But it's because you got to go completely off the image or feeling, which I usually go off feeling the majority of the time. Here we go. Let's do it. What is here collectively? What is here collectively? I'm telling you guys, it's the only card that showed itself to me, and that's kind of very rare, is the Ace of Cups. So collectively, I feel like it's about, I feel a lot of like new beginnings, opening up to something that feels like it's going to be strong, that's going to last, that's going to be worth showing up for, kind of energy on that card. Here we go. Or putting the time into it. Here we go. What fell on top of it? Some of you might have felt like some of you, it's more or less, you've stayed at a distance for so long, you know it's time for change. You've been at a distance from what I just said for a while. So you know it's time for that to change. And that's your truth and clarity right there. A lot of you may not just want to be chased for this though. Like, that'll be easy to turn down. If it's more or less a sexual connection or bond, it's easy for you to be like, no, God damn it, no. Put your dick back in your pants, Bobby. All right, here we go. Fuck you, Ricky Bobby. Here we go. Let's go. All right, show me something collectively. Seven of Cups. It's about you exploring your options. And who are you going to share them with? The new beginning. Queen of Swords, you give me a little hesitant energy, though, with knowing who or it feels like who and when. When's the right time and when's the right opportunity coming towards me? You feel a little bit like the heart's a little shut down on that, but you're still waiting the arrival of that new beginning, wanting to really be able to commit and trust to that new beginning, wanting to actually, be happy, excited about, emotionally going towards that situation. Anything else? Collective. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. You want to put work towards love, or you want work to show up for you. I mean, work to show up for you, love to show up for you and start working is what it's showing me. All right, let's see what else we can get. I'm going to run down the line. Let's see what we get, all right? Let's see what we get. For all the zodiac sign Aries, what's the collective message for you? What's the collective message if you're an Aries? All Aries. What do you want me to say to Aries collectively? Change. Change is probably the big thing, or the thing that you want more than anything right now. Clarify. Show me more for the zodiac sign of Aries. Nine of Wands. It's been a long, long road before you've seen growth, expansion, or something that stays with you. You know what I'm saying? Aries, you show me an energy where you want to be able to open your heart to a situation in love that has not worked out or lasted long. You want that committed energy. This is Aries. It feels like everything gets cut out, or you got to cut out before it gets too complicated, or just superficial, or too good to be true kind of energy, man. It feels like too good to be true type of energy for you. Here we go. Show me more for Aries. Fuck, some of you feel like, what the fuck? I've been waiting forever. Death card. What am I going to wait till I die? What am I going to find the person in the afterlife? It's too late, bitch. Kind of energy. Here we go. Give me more. Aries. 10 of Cups. King of Wands. And the Moon. Some of you guys, the messages, you haven't moved into a relationship or put like sunk your feet, you sunk your heels in the fucking sand because it's been easier to let go of something that you felt could work out because you fear it won't. Because you fear it won't. The moon, two of wands, the eight of cups, leaving it alone versus building with it, doing things on your own, letting it go kind of easily, staying emotionally at a distance from taking the risks towards your happiness or the happiness outside of you and with another. The Chariot, it's showing me a very, very slow, I'm done, very, very slow start to trying to get out of that energy. That's maybe something Aries needs to focus on working on. You know what I mean? You got to come back to life on that shit kind of energy. You got to kind of want to feel it. It's like you got to want to feel it, but also kind of want it kind of energy. Anything else? And then we'll go to Taurus. One little last message. Aries. Collective for Aries. What is the collective for Aries? Aries, you could have dealt with two things here. You could have dealt with a water sign or an earth sign, or you just feel like everything moves so slow or comes to a halt emotionally. It doesn't carry on for very long. It feels like it ends before it begins or only lasts so long. So if you're an Aries and you've been in a relationship for years, I'm not reading your energy right now. I'm reading the Aries that probably can't stay committed for 6 months to a year. Two of Swords, or who's been single and lonely for a long time. I'm picking that up too. Two of Swords, the Emperor. There you are. What's here? The High Priestess. And you're afraid. I already said this. Some of you are. The problem is afraid to approach love or trust it. It's almost too stressful. So it's easier to stay out of it than put work towards it. Others could just be tired of it not working out. Definitely tired of it not working out and putting a lot of work and energy into what they do versus things they can't trust. How you'll be able to identify if you're having a hard time with it, you probably start to talk to people, get close to them, and then all of a sudden you're gone or they're gone. That could have happened with some of you Aries between an air or a water sign as well. All right, that's what Aries gets. We're going to go right to Taurus collectively. What is the message for Taurus collectively? Here we go. What is the message for Taurus collectively? What do you want to say to Taurus? What is the message for Taurus? What is the message collectively for Taurus? Six of Cups, King of Cups, Four of Cups, and I need some. Give me some information before I speak. Clarify that top row, please. Taurus, zodiac sign of Taurus. Okay. You guys come out like nothing's been showing up. There hasn't been any. I don't feel like you feel resisted. You don't give me like you're totally against going towards love situations. You give me an energy where you just don't feel like they're either showing up for you or like you have many good options. That's how you come off. Six of Cups, the King of Cups reverse, the Four of Cups, or the Six of Wands. It doesn't come off. Some of you could be dissatisfied, but it feels more like you just feel at a loss with that Six of Wands, kind of stuck in a situation, going like feeling like it's available. Hold up. Anything else, Taurus? Page of Pentacles. Why is that upright and why is that here for Taurus? Okay. Some of you guys have been back and forth on if you want to give into a development or a situation moving forward. So some of you could be in a situation where if you started talking to somebody, it's probably ran through your mind where you've been like, fuck, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Should I be doing this? While others of you may be moving into that energy. You have an energy where it shows up to where that Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, it feels like everything's kind of slowed down for you. The Five of Cups to the Eight of Swords, you're not trying to let it get you upset at all emotionally or mentally. It does show up like that, but you're at that crossroads of making a decision. The Nine of Swords with the Devil card is being a little bit weary about that beginning or going towards it. That's the Knight of Swords, and that's the Ten of Swords, that new beginning. Why is the Star card reversed? Why is the Star card reversed for Taurus? Why is what are you trying to tell me about this? Yep, you have an energy where you probably have not felt like, if you waited a while. This is for a person who's waited to waited to make the connection or go towards it, a situation. Waited for things to change or see the better end of the situation. It almost feels like nothing's going to change unless it feels like it's right, the right change or the proper change kind of energy. Knight of Pentacles, because you're not seeing it. It's in reverse. But you're wanting it. You're wanting it. Some of you, the message is clear. You feel like you've been waiting forever for the outcome, for that right person, that right connection. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, the message is it's going to take a little more work or effort towards looking for it or going after it, or feeling like it's not as complicated as it is. Somebody needs to hear it's not as complicated. Things are only as complicated as we make them. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. You're going to put work towards this. Eight of Pentacles to 3. You're going to put work towards this, and it's on top of the Nine of Pentacles. It's going to be a decision that I feel like it's a decision that it's always been in front of you. It's just it was easier to like not let it be the main priority kind of energy. Here we go. Magician. 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. You are almost more comfortable collectively, Taurus, being on your own, doing your own shit, is what it tells me with that Magician versus 3 of Wands and 4 of Pentacles versus basically sealing an outcome or reality that could probably manifest. Well, now you may start taking action. King of Swords, upright. Show me more, Taurus. Some of you had to get away from a air sign, earth sign, or fire sign. It's telling me 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands. You moved on. You either had to let go. Some of you was definitely a earth sign like yourself, 5 of Pentacles. So it could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you had to let go of the world card. Move on. And I feel like that's the action you're bringing to the table. That's what you're starting to trust. You're not waiting around for nobody's shit no more. And you probably ain't jumped or committed or taken action or spoke much about that situation or fought for it for a while. Well, I think you're getting strong and recognizing it's time. And you can't lie that you need to start doing it because there's been lack of communication or focusing on options. I feel like you're going to start shifting into this energy. If you have not already done this, you're going to start doing this. That's what I see for Taurus collectively. Let's keep going. You guys liking this collective little run down the line or no? You let me know. It's okay if it's a no. Hey, well, let's go to Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? Gemini. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Gemini? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Gemini? I always smoke on Gemini and I want a cigarette. And I think people say that in the live or like after the video. I don't know where you say it all. I think it's like in the comments. I don't always watch lives back. Comments I check out though from time to time when I have a free moment. Here we go. Gemini. Some of you give me an energy where you're not trying to focus on the things that upset you or cause anxiety or fear or anxiety. Or Some of you are having a hard time with somebody you trust. Some of you also give me an energy. Hold up. Fire air energy so far around you. Gemini collective. 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Ace of Devil, and the Empress. Clarify those three. Gemini collective energy. This is trying to tell me some secrets. This may be more, this may be like it's for you or it's not Gemini, but it's more or less 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands upright, the Devil, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. For one, Geminis could not be feeling emotionally supportive or important, and I don't feel like they're liking that. For two, and that's the last card out, two, it looks like it's been easier to focus on things that probably are, just pass the time by than focus on the things that need healing or work. 9 of Pentacles is reversed. That 6 of Wands is reversed too over here, though. You give me an energy where some of you Geminis may be struggling to identify trust love situations or trust situations in career. And you're trying not to let it get the best of you. Hold up, I got a phone call real quick. Let me just see what's up. Hello? Yeah, let me, can I call you back? I'm online. All right, bye. Cool. Here we go. Let's see. Death card. 4 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Some of you guys have been very, very tired lately. Some of you, it comes off Death, 4 Cups, Knight of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed. Why is this like this for Gemini? I feel like, I don't like to say this on Gemini, but I feel like Gemini's had a lot of stress on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to approach love, how I'm going to approach finance or new direction completely, whether it's one or the other or both. And I feel like this has been stressing Gemini out. The Emperor reversed, Judgment reversed, 3 of Pentacles reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. What are you trying to trust? Making a decision. You're struggling with that trust of where you're going or if it's the right direction to head towards. Here we go. Show me more for Gemini. You're not going to give up, but you do feel like it's going to take a lot, or you're struggling with seeing where you want to be, is what it makes me feel like. 7 of Wands, you don't come off guarded because that's in reverse. You're more about trying to figure out a solution and not kind of, you have like, I want to figure out solutions, whether it's in love or career, but I also don't want to rock the boat with situations outside of that or focus on them. Whatever the fuck that's about. It's like, if it's outside of what you're looking for, you're not really focused on that, because that new beginning is going to take a lot of work to basically maneuver or focus on. Why is the King of Wands here? King of Wands and the Sun card. Eventually, if you're not there yet, you'll be there soon. Your message, Gemini, is you could definitely start to open up towards things that you want to invest in and things that are pleasurable towards you or could bring in happiness. Some of you, that could be a person, a relationship. Some of you, that could be the investments ahead of you that are I'm going to say around career or work. Trying to create that balance, 2 of Pentacles energy. And knowing that it's something you got to really value and trust. value and trust. The High Priestess here. Hold up. 9 of Cups. I'm done. That's your investment, is money and love and the options, or picking the right option. Somebody needs to hear that things might have felt like they were going so good for Gemini until they weren't. And it surrounds finances and love. That's your card in reverse. That's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Strong foundations and love. Feeling like it just stopped. It did not move forward. I felt on the outside of the fence of a situation kind of energy. I didn't feel the love anymore. Why is the 5 of Cups here? There's a woman here that she didn't want to work with him anymore or deal with him anymore. The 5 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. I feel like the work just felt like it got stuck or left behind. Somebody wanted to move out of it. They felt like they've definitely outgrown it or wanted to accept a different offer versus focusing on something they had already done. Might have been the Gemini. That's the Queen of Swords. Might have been the Gemini. You know what I'm saying? That stopped wanting to work with the situation or felt a loss. It felt like they had to move the fuck on and also focus on a lot of their independent energy and seek the changes in front of them. A lot of you are also very in a learning mode or wanting to create, learn energy. You guys may feel like you're trying to balance too much at once right now. And that can always be why you could be in that emotional slump. All right, that's what I see for Gemini. Here we go. Let's keep going. Cancer signs. What's the collective message for Cancer signs? What's the rundown for Cancer signs collectively? What do you want me to say to them? All Cancer signs collectively in here. What do you got? Zodiac sign of Cancer. Show me something for Cancer. 8 of Pentacles. That gives me an energy right off the bat, like more or less focused on career over love situations. Not worried about what will work out or what didn't work out in love situations. That doesn't feel like it's your mindset, frame of mind right now. It feels like what's going to work going forward. Or you making the choices of figuring out what you want to work with. A lot of it's about choices in that first card. Here we go. Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups, King of Pentacles. That just makes me feel like it's when it comes to creating ideas or moving towards things or investments, you've been at a distance with creating, like, you've been at a distance from being single is what it's telling me. I'm just going to cut to the cheese. Just say what the fuck I see. Probably been at a distance. Didn't literally like cut the cheese and fart. Maybe you scared them with your farts or some shit. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But here we go. You have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords energy. Or maybe their farts were roguey, like fucking knock you dead on your ass kind of farts. Here we go. King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords energy. It almost comes off like you've just stayed away from being emotionally available towards situations. And once your mind was made up, it was made up. You weren't going to move towards that. You were like, nope, I don't fucking trust you. Some of you was wanting to be left alone as well because the burdens were just too fucking much. Some of you, it was because somebody else intervened in a situation that you were willing to put work towards. So it could have been third-party bullshit. And he may have been a fire sign. Definitely could have been a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Some of you could have been, it's telling me fire sign, earth sign a lot for some of y'all. Fire and earth. You got a little bit of air here, but fire, definitely earth sign. Could maybe a Capricorn. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you just felt like this isn't what you want, or this isn't doing it for me kind of energy. Is what it's showing me so far. I'm going to pick them up and see what else we can get for Cancer. Here we go. I to cut to the chase on you guys, you give me a strong indication sitting in this chair that you may have felt like the person wasn't, it was unhealthy, whether they were with you or going to be with anybody. You felt, you give me like you made a dealt with a toxic ass bitch kind of energy. You like kind of like whatever had happened wasn't just because it was you, could have happened to anybody, because that's how they carry. Because that's how they carry. I don't like the energy I'm smelling or picking up. The nonsense of it. Here we go. Show me more for Cancer. The wheel is reversed. Why is that reversed? It's also telling me what was a dead eye opener for some of you, that there was something feels fishy here. For some of you, the dead ass eye opener was the lack of communication. It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Where'd you go? Why are we talking as much? We used to talk every night. Sunday night, 9 o'clock. Friday night, 9:30. I told you I'd be tired by then, but we talked till 10:30, 11:30 at night. All of a sudden, those fucking phone calls stopped coming in. Some shit like that. This might have happened a while ago, but I'm picking up too. This ain't like yesterday's fucking backyard news. This was a while ago. You dealt with this. I don't give a fuck whether it was Cancer sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Earth, air, fire, whatever. I feel like it was easier for you to move on. I feel like it was easier for you to move on once you started to recognize something was, this gives me something was off. And I feel like you could see it or feel it. You do give me like I ignored it for a little while, but I could not fucking ignore it anymore. Kind of energy. You were very attentive to the situation is what it's telling me. You fucking knew something was up with this investment. You did. You knew. Whoever you were working with, it's almost like that balance you were seeking, it wasn't giving you the balance. And it comes to a, you know what? Somebody didn't value the situation or treat the situation correctly. Is how it's showing me. Why is that? Clarify these three for Cancer, please. So you said, fuck that. 10 of Wands reversed. 3 of Swords reversed again. I'm not dealing with it kind of energy. It's almost like you like, fuck off, go on, be happy with somebody else. I don't need you kind of energy. A lot of you came off like that towards them, or that was the way you responded. If you felt like you were that third wheel, or they brought somebody in, put somebody on a cogwheel they don't fucking belong there type energy. It's saying he did it, and he wasn't truthful. Ace of Swords, lacking clarity. It's in reverse. King of Pentacles, he did it. It's in reverse. 2 of Swords, 3 of Wands. This is fucking creepy. They may have came to him too. They may have showed up at him, like showed up. They were going to him more than I feel he was going to them. Knight of Wands, reverse. The player energy, Knight of Pentacles, Star card, 4 Swords, the Empress. You found out you couldn't trust somebody. Your reading's clear as fucking day. If this message makes sense to you. You found out you were dealing with a toxic person that it's almost like some of you may have found out you were dealing with this toxic person, individual, whoever you were dealing with. It's like you knew and they didn't know you knew. Some of you did find out. Some of you were waiting to expose it or let them know you knew. How they were kind of starting to worry. They might have felt like you were becoming emotionally closed off, or you started being basically sowing the same energy they showed you. You know what I mean? It's almost like they couldn't ignore that you were showing them more of the energy they were showing you. And it was the lack of answering the phone, being available. That 9 of Swords, because there was a point where I feel like you were waiting to say what you knew, but you were also still upset about trying to figure out all the fucking lies. I feel like you did figure out all these fucking lies A lot of you. Maybe not all of you got the confirmation you need. Just take what may resonate for you. All right. Here we go. I don't want to stop. Like, I should move on, but I'll give Cancer a look. I can't stay on you too long. I don't know how long I'm going to be free, childless. I don't think much longer. We'll see. Here we go. Cancer. I do want to give you more, though. I don't want to stop. What else is here for Cancer? Collective message for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Ooh, all over my left hand. All of them, all over my left thumb. So you're going to be more about it. If you're willing to compromise it or work with it, it's because it's unstressful and it's what you want type energy is how I feel for you right now. That's you know what I mean? When it's towards love situations, those investments you've kind of put on the chopping block, it's showing me they don't impress you. You're not emotionally available or worried about playing with them or have felt that energy for a while. Why do I feel like you understood the assignment or what you wanted, but the person you were with could not comprehend that, or they weren't? It's either they couldn't comprehend that you were serious and we're going to take care of them like you wanted them to take care of you, like do it really good, really neutral, really 50-50. They either couldn't comprehend, or it's either they couldn't comprehend that you were all about them and in 100 with them in the past, or they just weren't ready to be tied down to one. There's some bullshit like that. What else is here? And now moving on. Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Clarify it. There he is. Nine of Wands reversed. Six of Cups. So you let it go. Some of you it became easier to focus on family or want to focus on your kids or reminisce on happy days with maybe family members that I'm going to say might have passed away, even though that's not on the table. Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man. You may have been thinking a lot about people you miss. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but here we go. Star card. Some of you, it's also about what you're going to manifest or walk into that's going to like bring in that light or that happiness. Some of you, it's about getting what you want. The Star card, the Fool card, and the Sun card together. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands. Because you know you got fucking played. Or somebody was fucking up. You have somebody was fucking up energy in your shit. That's what I got for Cancer. All right, we're gonna do Leo in a second. I hope it made sense for y'all. Let's keep rolling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all very much. Here we go. Lighten up for Leo. Oh yeah, definitely lighten up for Leo. I was only gonna keep this as a collective, but I did, as I started doing this, want to do this for you guys. Just kind of make them short. Here we go. Leo. What are the messages for the zodiac sign of Leo? What do we got? Leo energy. Collective energy for Leo. What do we got for Leo? Career or money? That's going to be a lot of focus for a while. Some of you, it's career, money, or finding the right things to invest towards. It's very career-oriented or money right now. Some of you may be at a position right now where things are going to get a little bit better or become more lucrative as well, whatever the fuck that's about. It feels like money finds you easier. It's the easiest way to put that to Leo. Here we go. Show me more for Leo. You may become aware of that or see it once it happens, the Moon card. What else does Leo need to see collectively? What else does Leo need to see collectively? Zodiac sign of Leo. The Emperor. You're going to take action with you. I'm done. I love you sometimes when I read. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, everybody. That helps. Whether you're, I'm not going to get deep into that. But look at this shit. Taking action and conquering. You have Aries energy, Emperor with your money. Stability. I feel like you're going to be focused on that for a minute. Some of you, it's a matter of, that's what you should try to increase or make better. You know it. That moon card is you. You can't say you don't know that, or you're stuck. You're either stuck on it or you're gonna be focused on it. Kind of energy. Let's keep going, Leo. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Leo collectively. For Leo, it might have been hard to trust love situations. They might have come off either feeling at a distance or a lack of the strength and the heart you wanted to pursue. Look at this. The next card's the heart card reversed. I feel like it made you feel emotionally at a distance, fucking far apart from a situation, might have lacked communication. So it might have made you go back to work and walk away from love situations. Put love down for a minute. Not take action with it. Kind of recognize I'm not working towards a situation that isn't showing up for me or investing in me. You know what I'm saying? Leo's like, nah, fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck with what I can fuck with kind of energy. Here we go. Show me more for Leo collectively. Ten of Swords. Some of y'all have felt at a loss or at a distance with a new beginning and a new connection in love. You've been at a loss, or it almost feels like you feel like you got skipped. Like every zodiac sign got a love reading today, and Leo's been skipped for like several months. That's how I feel in your reading right now. With the Ten of Swords, feeling out in the cold towards the lovers. I feel like the message for you is that's what needs work and investment. You know what I mean? You might need that be the judgment, the outcome. Clarify anything else for Leo quickly? Leo, quickly. What else do we have for Leo? Collectively for Leo. Why is that reversed? Why is that reversed for Leo? I'll tell you why. Because you haven't seen forward progress with love. You have not seen the love shine. It's like you have not found that love machine. That motherfucker got unplugged months or years ago. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh my God. It's moving in the wrong direction. What the fuck? The Fool is reversed. The King of Wands, balance, and the Two of Pentacles. So Leo's been wanting justice with passion in a situation to basically evolve or happen, transition, death card reversed, manifest, next motherfucking card out, star card, develop and be part of Leo. That it's already up in your head. You know what I mean? It's more or less finding the option or clearing the path, discovering you can, or being willing to work with somebody again. Some of you, it's a matter of just being willing to work with somebody again, or trust or trust the options that could be in front of you, or you could move towards. It's about going into that energy. I also feel like some of you, it's a time thing. Not like it's a time, like it's time sensitive, like it's wanting to manage making it fit in your schedule. Some shit like that. Here we go. The Sun is reversed. It's you. And the Five of Swords reversed. And the Hangman. What are you stuck? You're stuck on moving forward in love situations. They have not been showing up for you the way you would like, is what it's telling me, Leo. Your message is clear as fuck. Love has not been working in the direction that you've wanted to see it take action towards the celebrations. You feel at a distance emotionally from the connections. And you know that's what you want to start putting work towards because there's been no action. With what? We'll do it one more time. Love. You're not trying to be stressed out about it, but you noticed it's not, the fucking boat stopped moving. The goddamn engine fell off the back of the boat. There's been no goddamn investment. And I feel like you want to see things turn. You want to start. This is movement. You wanting to move into situations and not have to worry about the situations just being available or happening. Something about happening, energy. And you're wanting to trust situations. Some of you might have dealt with a water sign, air sign, earth sign you couldn't fucking trust. You may have felt like they were giving their cup to too many motherfucking people or focused on too many other people outside of you. And this may have happened to you, and that's why it's like you didn't get the proper balance of a situation, and you saw it from a distance. Might have seen this shit from a distance or kept quiet about the shit. That's one thing you got to worry about. Let me tell you, maybe not for the lady Leos, but I can tell you as a male Leo, when the male fucking Leo gets quiet, that's when people should fucking wonder what the fuck's going on with the male Leo. Maybe the women are like that too, but I do have a sister. Some I would say are like that. I can't speak for all, but here we go. I think that was good for Leo, right? Yeah, it was pretty long enough, I think. We're gonna move on to Virgo. Virgo. It's a collective energy for Virgo signs. What is the collective energy for Virgo signs? Something about you feel like you need to trust the person that the offer that's put in front of you. Picking up like you don't give me like a lack of vulnerability. You give me like really wondering if you can trust maybe the person that you're going to invest in next, manifest towards, transition into kind of energy. What is the strength trying to say? Reversed. You want balance. May have felt emotionally closed or at a distance from love situations too. Closed off from going into the next best thing. Virgo. Might be you come off hesitant or resistant. Not really wanting to deal with all the bullshit or the problems. Seeing things like I know I could have options, but I'm not taking action kind of energy. You have I'm not moving towards emotional things I want to move towards. I've kind of been stuck. It could be a little bit of a lack of feeling like you can trust it coming towards you. You have a strong indication you like damned if I do, damned if I don't. I just want to seek for happiness. I don't want to be fucking played. I'm sick of the fucking investments being false opportunities or false hope kind of energy. What the fuck am I going to work with? How am I going to create balance? How am I going to learn to trust the next best thing in front of me? I know I can and I know I want to, but where's the right connection for me? Because I haven't yet found that yet. I feel at a distance or in the cold with that shit. That's how it comes out for you. I don't want to deal with any more people playing mind games or playing with me or playing with my heart or my emotions. I want them to really value me. And I need to be able to trust that the investment is how your reading shows up. I really need to be able to trust this investment. I really need to find my motherfucking king. Look at this, King of Pentacles reversed, and not be stressed out about where this shit's going to go or end up. Let's see what else we can get for Virgo. What other messages can we get for Virgo? Virgo, collective energy for you. Temperance, sick of waiting. You're sick of waiting for the new beginning as well. Why, ironically, do I feel like you're sick of waiting for the new beginning so it became easier to not worry about waiting for it or focusing on it or looking at it? You give me all of the above right there. Being an emotional distance or a lack of committed energy. Some of you also are sick of people hurting you. The Hermit's your card. You're sick of feeling guarded or people hurting you, taking advantage of you. You have I'm not your fucking punching bag energy in front of me. 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. But I do thank you for making me stronger type energy too. What may not have been said or thought I was seeing, I saw through it all kind of energy. I felt it all kind of energy too. Whether you wanted to like express this to them or keep this to yourself. Holy shit. What? Show me more. 4 of Cups, Death card. Clarify this. Why is it like that for Virgo? You've had a situation where you may have dealt with a relationship that wasn't very respectful towards you, or very understanding of you. Somebody wasn't playing fair, goddammit. Like, I don't know how else to say this, but somebody wasn't playing fair, and it may have made it easier for you to put the brakes on forward trust. I feel like you slowed that fucking train. That train stopped 60 feet shorter than it normally should because you weren't wanting anybody to fuck with your happiness again. You know what? Be the burden in your life. So maybe you made the decision. Nah, I'll be easier. I'll go slow before I open up or manifest into another relationship or even speak up about wanting to invest in this relationship that I could have. Some of you surprised them too. You surprised him or her. It tells me some of you surprised the person because when the investment stopped happening, they were expecting Virgo to come back. Virgo, I don't think. Let's see what the cards say. I don't think you came back. I think you showed them you're stronger than they realized. So you didn't trust them. 7 of Swords reversed. 7 of Pentacles reversed. You were done with the investment. That's done. You were done. Because you knew you couldn't trust them. And it was a lover. It was somebody you were connected to or in love with. So you ended it or you stayed away from it but it also may have made you not play with love situations for a while. They may have been casual, committed energies, or you may have focused more on investing in yourself and showing up and trusting that decision. I don't feel like you wanted to invest anywhere else or work anywhere else for a while towards celebrations. I feel like you kind of just said, no, let me just hit the brakes for a while. Let me recalibrate kind of energy before I put work towards any emotional connections or actions. Before I open up my heart, make a decision, or lock in somebody. Before I let somebody back in the nest or in the circumference of the love circle, the love bubble, whatever you want to call that shit. That's what I got for Virgo. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to do Libra. Libra. What do we have for Libra? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Libra? What is the collective message for the zodiac sign of Libra? You want me to say collectively? 2 Libras zodiacs. All the Libras. What's their collective message? That feels good. Let's go. Okay. I like your energy. I like how your energy makes me feel. I feel like you're not getting you nobody could nudge you, push you out of this energy. The Hermit card immediately made me feel like you're really starting to trust yourself. You give me a lot of trust, strategic, and understanding energy. Hold up. Clarify the Hermit card. You have a lot of clarity or understanding or learning to trust your own shit. You're not changing Libra's mind right now. This tells me you are not changing their motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? You feel you should come off like you've seen, felt, and observed too much to let anything you're that rock they can't move. Holy fuck shit. Wow. Let's go. Show me more for Libra. 10 of Swords. Why is the 10 of Swords here? I'm so fucking curious right now what you're gonna get. Let's see what you get. Oh, you're here. Libras are like, you have an energy where I almost want to say whoever you deal with, they're not gonna. Libra will see through your shit. Oh, truth and clarity. Next card. Look at this shit. 10 of Swords. Libra, you start off with somebody, they better treat you and balance you out right. Your card, because you're gonna have the truth and clarity of situations. Libra ain't let nobody fucking upset them or keep them down, unhappy. Fuck that shit. Libras, you're like either highly intuitive at this time, which you probably are, but you're also very attentive. That Hermit makes me feel like you're not missing a fucking thing. Nobody's pulling any tricks or the wool over your fucking eyes, especially towards a celebration or a victory. Clarify that though. Why do you have those two? Some of you are willing to like invest or go towards love. The problem is, clarify the 7 of Wands. Clarify that before I tell them. You're gonna make a motherfucker work for it. 7 of Pentacles, the wheel, the star reversed. They're almost gonna be like, is Libra too guarded? Is Libra into me? They're not gonna know if you're coming or going. The ball's in your court on this one for Libra. The fucking ball's in your court. For the next person, the ball's in your court in this situation. They're gonna be having a hard time figuring you out, is what it makes me feel like. Like if you want to go towards them or what the fuck you actually want. Yes. And now if they show up right, you're gonna be watching like, bitch, I see you. You're gonna be watching like a fucking bald eagle out of the sky, seeing that fucking ant come out of that anthill fucking 100 miles down, like, bitch, I'll eat you. I'll spit you up, chew you out, or shit you out kind of energy. Like, you ain't fucking around. Like, for you to go towards the next best thing, 2 of Wands, going towards something emotionally or giving into it, the investment has to show It's got to be. It's got to show purity, love. It's got to feel like it's a match made out of heaven. It's got to feel like everything. Nobody's gonna get over on this one. Libra's gonna be too fucking like. Don't be staring through their soul and shit because I feel like they're gonna feel a little like you come off a little uh not only hard to read like with a person you end up dealing with, but you come off like super prepared for the situation. If it's good, you'll go towards it. It says too right here in front of me. Let's go. Anything else for Libra? Some of you had an issue with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The love stopped being available, or the investing, or the passion. Three of Cups. It ended. There's a lot of distance. I feel like a lot of distance, a lot of confusion. Somebody was waiting for something to come back around or remanifest towards them. I don't think it did. It's almost like somebody, whether it was you or somebody else, whether it was you or the cross watcher Libra, somebody comes off like they were waiting for things to, like somebody to come back towards them or fix it energy. I don't think they did. It's saying they didn't. They looked at they either explored other options or looked at other options. While you focused on work or letting go of that situation, you may have been more family oriented, family tied, kids, family, whatever it was, or communicating with close relatives or friendships, or investing more in yourself than focusing. I'm going to tell you on that 10 of Cups on love situations, because that 10 of Cups feels like the 10 of Wands energy, the next card out, like it was just too fucking much to deal with. You got sick of being in your head about wondering what the fuck's going to happen, if it's going to move forward or if it's going to stop. So you probably recognize I got to hold off and start not stressing about it and invest in my own shit and let that be my outcome for a while. Fuck the love situation. I can't focus on situations where the communication or the things I wanted to work stopped working out. 10 of Pentacles. It stopped working out. You have Knight of Swords, lack of action towards going towards the Three of Wands. You felt like like the chapter ended, the door closed kind of energy. I feel like it made you a lot stronger to be at a distance or stay at a distance or see it for what it is. You give you a lot of self preservation or self value or commitment energy towards yourself, maybe towards people in your family. Some of you, if you drifted apart from a lover, you focused on family outside of that lover, or you're visiting them more, you're seeing them more, or you're on the phone with them more, some shit like that. Whatever. That's what I got for you, Libra. Let's go. Here we go. Scorpio. Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? What is the collective message for Scorpio? Oh, wow. Some of you Scorpios are either feel like you had to tell somebody no, or you have a hard time hearing the words no. What the fuck is that? Could have dealt with an air sign too that you had to get away from or cut away from you. Hold up. Definitely could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have Libra in front of me. You have all of them. You have the Star. You have the Queen of Swords. You give me an energy where it could have been one of the. Could have dealt with Scorpion. Did you deal with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius? Because something's up with this. Here we go. It ended. Could have been another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Next sign it could have been was air or water for you so far. Let's go. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. So it looks like one was investing in the other party, whether it was you or them, and the other person was guarded. and you became very aware that it almost feels like unapproachably or unapologetically incorrect. Weird. It's fucking strange. Hold on. Somebody stop talking to the other. Could it? And if that is your story, you were a Scorpio dealing with a fire sign, potential Leo. Cancer, maybe, whatever. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands reversed. You became more like precise on focusing on your immediate family, it says, over focusing on lies or emotional manipulation. You moved away from options or letting people treat you like options. You know that saying, you got mail or you got served. If you felt like people were serving you, you were easy to just cut the snake off at the head kind of energy. Remove yourself from it and focus on other shit. Either sex out there did this, woman or male. You just said fuck that. I'll cut that head off the snake, and nothing's gonna stop the direction or the momentum I want to go towards. Two messages. Some of you kind of got real, like, put your armor on, and it's like you recognized, I'm not going to let anybody fuck with me, emotionally, mentally. I'll just move on and fuck with that kind of energy. That's the energy you're displaying in front of me. While others of you, there are some Scorpios that are still hurt and stuck on somebody, and they have a fucking hard time admitting it. They're still they're still stuck on an investment. Whoever the fuck that is. There's a Scorpio, whether you're a lady, male, they don't like to admit it. They don't. I can sense the energy. They don't like to admit it. What do you trust? I feel like you're learning to trust yourself. Try to get balance more with situations. You also give me an energy where you're not willing to play with anything you don't trust. Whether it's you don't trust or understand, that is something you got to challenge with your own intuition, your own wisdom, guidance. The Devil reversed, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress. You don't come off stressed out right now. You come off fiercely independent. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, very family absorbed or very loving. But then you come off over here with the Eight of Swords and the Chariot. Like you're very undecided with what's the next best plan that's going to work out for me or for those around me that I care about. You could be struggling to find success and happiness. You're not going to give up. I'm glad that you ain't giving up energy. This tells me you're still going to work. It isn't. The road has not closed. There's no dead end here. And you've already made up your mind on that. And there's your card. But you're tired of waiting. But you may be tired of waiting for shit to change. Some of you, it's towards love. I'm done. It's towards love or money. It's love or money. Your reading's simple. Some of you, maybe it's just love. Some of you, maybe it's just money. Some of y'all, it's both. I do feel like it's one or the other more or less, though, for a lot of the Scorpios that see this. I feel like it's more one than the other. Could be both for some of y'all out there, though. I'm not going to say it couldn't be. That's funny. Maybe wanting things to be emotionally more supportive or wanting to see things, growth of situations. That's love and money. See things expand, grow. Because look at next card, love again, reversed. I'm done. That's what I've got for Scorpio. I do feel like things can change. I just feel like you're sick of waiting for it. I'm so tired of waiting for the things or the prosperity for things just to take off. I want it now. You almost give me Gemini energy. I want it now. I want it yesterday. Here we go. Sagittarius. Y'all hanging in there? We all doing all right? Collective for Sagittarius. What's the collective message for Sagittarius? What do we have collectively for Sagittarius? Thank you, Divine Strength Tarot. I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody who sees it now or watches it later. Oh, man. What do we got here? Somebody moved out. Ice. It's ice energy. Somebody moved the fuck out. Some of y'all moved away or at a distance from the person you dealt with. If you didn't move away from somebody, you may have stayed away from producing an outcome. I'm going to tell you, in love, Page of Cups is reversed, kind of taking the next best opportunity. You may have cut away from taking action with that, stayed out from that for a while versus moving towards it, kept the fucking door shut on it. Sagittarius, you give me fuck the options energy, fuck those options, fuck speaking to anybody. You know what? When it comes to love, I'll be strong on my fucking own, goddammit. I don't need love kind of energy and knowing that shit. You give me, fuck that. If it wants to come towards me, let it. But as far as I am, I'm like banging on the head like fucking Bam Bam. I don't need that shit. I can balance my own shit. Get the fuck away from me. I don't need to speak to you. I don't fucking trust you. Fuck that love situation or invested in that bullshit. It's too much work. It's too much work and I don't want to deal with energy. Maybe that's what you went through. Or maybe what you went through put you into that. Some shit like that. It's almost like a quiet noise that you went through too. Whatever I'm saying, if it's making sense to you, you didn't have to like be all blunt or like a vigilante or angry about it out loud. You had to do that internally. That's how I feel about your shit. It's like you weren't looking for any more problems. You were just seeing shit for what it was. Okay. Anything else? Sagittarius. It's almost like you became the silent one. I feel like you got tired of defending things, so it was easier to recognize this isn't emotionally. No. Page of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. What's going on? I feel like you felt like you noticed you weren't the focused or the primary investment anymore. Primary investments is huge. Sagittarius, I feel like they didn't get quiet for the reason because they were hurt. I get like you saw too much, felt too much, knew too much, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, it's almost like you didn't want to have to sit in an energy that felt like it wasn't accepting you. First priority kind of energy all fucking day. You were like, fuck those birds. Ten of Wands reversed. I'm out. You have I'm out bitch energy. I'll go do something else with my fucking time. You know what I'm saying? That's the action I'm taking. That's the balance I want. You know, that's what I trust kind of energy. I'm not going to defend a situation that didn't manifest. Fuck that. You're like, I'll go have a new beginning when it's ready. As of right now, I'll stay at a distance. I won't play. You know, I'm not hurt anymore. My heart's not hurt anymore, but I'm not willing to invest right now. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, sure, the fucking Two of Cups would be nice. Sure, this shit would be nice. But emotionally, do I really want to lock that in right now? Well, you may be aware that some of you are aware that you had options, or you didn't know if you could trust those options, or you felt stronger or better uncommitted, or you learned it was better to leave the developments you've already experienced behind. Leave them behind, put more work and energy into you or your own investments in time. Something about your own investments in time over love situations. It's like you had to take that sacrifice or those chances and see the outcome. I don't feel like you were worried about where you were moving towards love anymore. I feel like when it came to love or being like, am I worried about it? I would say no. I would absolutely say no. You weren't displeased. You just made up your mind that if it's not investing in me, I'm moving out of that energy. If it's not showing up to play with me, I'm not getting stuck here, especially if I can't trust the celebration or the commitment, or if it doesn't feel like it's showing up for me the way I wanted to show up for it. Why is the trust card here? 4 off the bottom. You might have felt like you had an out. You were on the outs with a fire sign, earth sign, air sign. If that resonates, you might have felt like you were on the outs with a fire sign, earth sign, or an air sign. If that resonated for you. All right, let's keep rolling. Capricorn in a second. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Subscribers, members, and people that enjoy the content and watch. All right, here we go. What do we got? Capricorn. Cappy. Capricorn. Why do I feel like you might get a lot of like work or speaking energy? Let's see what the first two cards are. Might have walked away from something that didn't work out. Whatever sign, fire, earth, air, or water. You only have air. You only have earth and water right now. But whatever wasn't working out, I feel like it's not stopping you right now. Clarify anything that wants to show up for Cap. This one first. You might have moved away from being emotionally available or going towards situations that felt like they weren't showing up for you. I feel like you kind of like see, like you have it like I'm not a seesaw and I'm not going in reverse. You come off very powerful in that energy. Almost like some of you know some things are meant to be at a distance with my emotions or who I am. You give me like that strong. You feel like powerful in that power, like very either self-productive, self-reliant, or have a lot of self-respect. If you struggled in the past with letting go, you don't struggle as much as you used to, and that's really good. Here we go. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Somebody may come towards you, or you may be speaking to somebody pretty soon here. Either somebody may have already started to talk to you, or somebody's wanting to talk to you, or something's wanting to get off the ground. Clarify anything that needs to show up. All right. Definitely could be an air sign that wants to come back towards you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They missed the investment or the time spent in your energy. They missed the investment. I just said that. It was the next card. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. Definitely Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Missing the investment. Maybe Taurus, Libra. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whoever it is, they miss being on the outs. Have they come towards you yet? They've thought about it. If they haven't, they've thought about it. Some of you, maybe they have. Some of you, they just wonder if you've started off with somebody else or given your energy and time to somebody else. You have a secret admirer or somebody who can't let you go energy. That's what you have. And powerful energy I see definitely could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They have not been able to cut free of the bond or the connection with you. Eight of Swords, they try to. It's almost like they pretend they've let go of being you. God damn it, you. I don't know what else to say. What's this investing about? And whoever this is, how you'll know who I'm reading for you, they have a hard time opening up to what they emotionally want to admit. You could tell them their emotions, write it down in a book or write it down on a paper in front of them, and they wouldn't be able to identify what you're saying or how accurate you are towards what you just told them until they're ready for it. Fuck. In other words, it's like it's too good to be true energy for you. It's too good for them to admit how they feel until later. That's what's showing for you so far. Show me more. Six of Pentacles is reversed. What is here for Capricorn? What is here for Cap? Somebody you dealt with a false person. That's what it is. It was a person that was making you feel like it's almost like they were using you to to help them navigate their emotions that were lost. They were lost. They were emotionally. It's you basically their emotional corner is how it comes off. I don't feel expression in this though, and I do feel like it was at a distance. Definitely at a distance. You and them didn't live. You weren't fucking neighbors. You didn't live a town away. You lived at quite a distance away. I'm gonna tell you. Here we go. Show up. What's up? Three of Wands, the Devil, and the Strength. You may have learned. What did you learn? Things weren't working out. Got tired of being patient. Things weren't changing. They may have tried to come back towards you. Show up, love. You were hoping to see a transition or happiness. Where to go? The Magician. They stopped committing or showing up for you again. Somebody may have done something to you two times. 2 or 3 fucking times here. It's like they showed you once, showed you twice. Did they get a third time? Probably not with you. Here we go. The answer to that is no. Star card, I feel like you denied investing in the opportunity or feeling that you could trust the love committed energy or the passion. It's almost like no matter if they came towards you, you didn't believe in that it was the right, they were coming for the right motives or they had done enough work clearly. So you might have said no or kept it at a distance kind of energy and moved on your own way, left that situation behind you. What did you take action with? Or some of you, what will you take action with, Capricorn? What will Capricorn take action with collectively? Trusting and seeing if situations you can't trust come around, that's definitely not being able to trust them, that they're not coming towards you. You're fucking like, fuck you. Like, if I can't trust you, I'm not emotionally, we ain't playing that game. I'm really feeling the energy where it could have been a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you could have been a water sign. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. 7 of Wands. You might have felt guarded or they had you up in your head about going forward or coming towards you or having a new beginning with you. I feel like you came to a conclusion that there was a situation around you could not invest in or trust. You knew this. Too good to be fucking true because it's the writings on the wall type energy. 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands, 4 of Cups. Haha. You had somebody that was coming in and basically trying to make you believe that they were coming towards you. When really you were just one of the pieces of the pie. You were just one of the motherfucking options, and that card is here. That's how that comes. I feel like you're well beyond past that or seen the truth or gotten the clarity of the situation for yourself. You give me, I don't really focus on it. I've moved on energy when it comes to that. 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Sun. 9 of Swords. I'm telling you, I'm going to stick with, could be air sign, fire sign for a lot of you. They were giving you bread. They were breadcrumbing you is what it's fucking telling me. Air sign, fire sign. And it was like they wanted you to believe in this new beginning or this happy outcome that was never really going to happen. I'm done. You just got the same cards again in front of me. I picked them up and you had those cards together. Same fucking, the other ones, you had similar. But those two, no, we're done. So I feel like you became aware, like, nope, the fuck with this. I'm not doing this. I'm not putting any more work into this fucking situation. Fuck that. I'm moving away from that shit. I learned my goddamn lesson. You get out of here with that bullshit, that fake pronounced love, or the fucking lies and deception. You were like, fuck that. I'm not your fucking bitch. I'm not going to be your sugar daddy. I'm not going to trust your shit. I'm not going to take action towards you because you don't know what the fuck you want. You fucking don't know where to go, what to trust. So you can sit outside in the fucking cold and figure that shit out on your fucking own. It's almost like you dealt with somebody who's very good at self-sabotaging. I hate to put it like that, but that's what it shows me for Capricorn. Maybe this makes sense to you. Maybe you fucking don't. All right. Damn, Capricorn. Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius. Thank you all for being here, hitting the like and watch. Subscribe if you don't, if you like the channel. It's up to you. Here we go. Single. Very single right now. It's probably going to be towards the single Aquariuses. You give me, I've been single. I haven't really had, I don't feel like you've been guarded. You've just haven't been met halfway or walked the plank to go towards the journey of happiness and I get like love. Your heart isn't shut down or closed off completely. I just feel like the forward progress has been kind of put on a spindle or a strong pause. Here we go. Why? Could be more focused on money or investing. Some of you could end up getting an investment. Could come maybe an inheritance. It could be inheritance. The Devil, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. You don't feel like there's been options that are worthy of you stepping into. You don't either see them coming towards you, or you don't feel like they're available. So some of you don't feel like they're available, while others of you just don't think the options. You're not like impressed. You also give me like an optionless energy. Some of y'all give me like, I feel very like, clarify. Not up in your head. Happiness is reversed, but why? It's telling me you're not in your head. You just haven't seen things move towards an investment that you can trust. You've been at a loss or a disconnect with that for a while. You definitely have not fucking trusted it. You have at a loss for a distance. 7 of Swords, not trusting it. Magician, not trusting the change or walking into the change of love. You're emotionally wanting to see something balance out, but you're not seeing anything happen. And it's been a while. Emotionally, you're trying to hang in there. Good days, bad days kind of energy there. King of Swords. You might have had to cut away from worrying about the things that didn't invest in you, or you didn't move towards, or they didn't come towards you. Not be upset about the judgments or the lack of investments. Become your own strength for a while. Focus on your own passions. I feel like passions, career, work, or family. I feel like my message is you got to get back towards getting willing to open up your sacrifice, giving time into celebration energy, taking actions with things that have been at a distance from you. Things you haven't really focused. It feels like a lack of focus. I feel like every time I read about it, like I'm not supposed to think or focus about love for some reason when I read your energy. Maybe that's what you've been going through. Here we go. Here we go. Anything else? Real quick. Anything else? Star card, your card, King of Swords. It's about you taking action with love or going towards love offers or being willing to accept them. That's your reading, Aquarius. Not the longest one, but yours is more or less. May have to start putting more work or challenging yourself towards being more available towards opening up in a love situation. Anything else? I was going to stop there, but I want to see what else you get. Anything else, Aquarius? Okay. It's about what you're willing to invest in and take action with. Bottom line. All right. That's that. All right. We're going to move on to Pisces and be done. Here we go. Pisces. What's the collective energy for Pisces? What is the collective energy for Pisces? I hear my kid upstairs, so I got to be kind of fast, Pisces. I will give you a better one next time. It's not too long. New beginnings. Some of you, it's about not fearing them and just being okay with doing things solo for a while. Emotional correspondence or understanding about this, just moving on and not letting things get to you mentally, especially in love situations, accepting the change, not being mentally defeated. Also wanting to invest or learn in the next best thing to put your time and effort into. Show me more for Pisces. Ooh, I'm going to do that one. Told the Queen of Wands. Might have been stressed out at one point or heartbroken. I feel like you're over that. I get over that energy. I feel like you're more about what you're going to invest in next. Some of you also give me like you might have went into solitude for a while. I feel like that is gone. I feel like you're not in the energy of worrying about that. I feel like you're more about making decisions that match the energy that you want to deal with. You come off like I just want to do things and be happy. Also wanting to experience things. Some of you may end up traveling, or travel may be something that comes up. What's going on emotionally? Some of you might have dealt with one or two people that got the best of you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, excuse me. Yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoever it was, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I think you've let go of what didn't work out, is what it says. Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, stop stressing it, started to trust, leaving it behind. Six of Wands. Because it wasn't creating fulfillment, balance. It wasn't showing up. It was not showing up for you right. You have a lot of air, earth, and fire energy. Could have been maybe another water sign too, but I'm getting air, earth, and fire too, a lot of it. Maybe Gemini, Page of Wands, Leo, who knows? Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. It was not feeling like you could open up, or they weren't opening up. Somebody wasn't getting told the full story. You weren't getting the full 411. Somebody wasn't downloading the truth. Fuck that. So maybe that's why I'm done. I'm happy you did that. Maybe that's why you said, fuck this, I'm out. Nope, not for me. Not my fucking monkeys, not my circus. You said no. You let it go. And you started to put work on yourself, and that was the decision you made. Even though you wanted security or happiness. That must have sucked, but I don't feel like you stress about it anymore. I feel like you focus on what you can have or what yet you have to find. But it isn't like, as much as you may want to find love, I don't feel like you don't come off obsessive about this, about wanting it. You just come off naturally knowing you would like to find that partner. The two birds, you know what I mean? Share the drink, share the experience, share the energy, share the love. You gained a lot, it tells me. It tells me right here, wherever you were or whoever you dealt with, the experience in your last relationship opened your fucking eyes. It opened your fucking eyes. It tells me not only are you very, very, like it strengthened you, Page of Swords, manifesting, transitioning, action. You're not going to take action or work with anybody or let it get you up in your head, these options, unless you feel like it can bring complete happiness. It's almost like you had to identify things you didn't want to believe. And then once you did, it just gave you a lot of growth. I feel like it molded you, or maybe it was like a 7-year time frame for you where they say people change every 7 years. Your fucking eyes opened up. If it wasn't going to show up for you, invest in it. It made you more powerfully strong, give you more strength, made you see things more clear. What is this? Near the Queen of Swords reversed. Not to be emotionally distraught. You were, it's telling me, you became aware you couldn't hold on to that energy. 10 of Wands reversed. You had to release it, and you did. You got free. You got free. You got free because you identified this shit's more problematic than passionate. You know what I mean? I don't know what this person wants or what they're working with or who the fuck they are. And you became like, I'm not going to get stuck with this. I'm just going to trailblaze with my own new beginnings because you learned. You learned a lot. The Chariot, and you decided, I'm not playing with this anymore. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Definitely Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, whatever. Earth, air, or fire. Excuse me, earth, fire, maybe water. Now, if it was a water, now, since it's showing me earth, fire, and water, let's try the air sign. Show me the air sign. If it was an air sign for Pisces. Got sick of waiting. The past kind of, you saw no growth or no expansion. When it comes to a new beginning, what happened? You stopped, or they? No, they stopped. They stopped approaching or being available. Showing me Queen of Cups. The world. It made it easier for you to let go. You thought about it. It was becoming too stressful or chaotic. Three of Swords. It made you wonder who or what they're giving their time and investments to. You dealt with an air sign. You didn't feel like you could trust them. Fair and share. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. You might have felt like they were giving their cup somewhere else, or they weren't showing up for you enough. It's like they weren't showing up for you, and that transition made you wonder what they're doing, who they're working with, or are they working with somebody else? Made you want to focus more on yourself. Let go of the situation and trust more of your situations. Create more balance. You didn't want to feed humble pie. You just ate the pie humbly and recognized if they're going to be like this, I'm not putting up with it. Six of Wands reversed, Four of Wands. I don't need the celebration. I don't need to move towards that with this person. Fuck that shit kind of energy. Because like I've already said, you learned. And you might have felt like that was the proper action. For you not to rush into another situation or get stuck in another situation that feels false, or isn't putting work and time and effort in you. You became very aware of that. A little bit more. And now you're fighting for change. But you're not moving fast. You're wanting to, but you're not moving fast. Page of Pentacles, you're kind of waiting. Testing. Wait a minute. Testing if you can. You're gonna really. You give me Libra vibes. Holy fuck! Did you deal with a Libra or a Gemini? I don't know. Maybe Aquarius, but it feels like Libra or Gemini. Maybe some of you, if it was air. But you give me. Some of you could have been another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, whatever. But you give Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos here a lot. You give me energy where it's like you're really gonna be like, no, I gotta know I can trust investing in you for us to even have those conversations, or for me to even want to go towards you. You're not moving fast towards it. You're gonna have to trust them like you trust a best friend. You know what I'm saying? Before you give them the time of the day. Anything else, Pisces? Quickly. Anything else, Pisces? Any other messages? Clarify that. Page of Cups reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Oh. That you became. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Something had to hurt, had to sting, had to end for you to recognize. Now I see the way I'm going to approach love, or let it approach me. You went through a spiritual growth. I almost feel like you didn't let things be unidentified with yourself. Whether it was too good to be true, too hard to admit, eventually you could no longer deny it. You knew it to be what it is. I'm getting stuffed up. You may have a nasal issue or like a sore throat and be congested at this time, Pisces. Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, it tells me you're not upset about what's behind you. Or what happened, how the celebration fell apart or didn't work. Or you stopped dealing with it. King of Swords reversed, where they stopped dealing with you. Looks like you. I feel like normally that would be them. I feel like that's you. You stopped dealing with them. Because what did you become aware about? That things weren't changing or showing up right. They weren't investing in you. So you had to make a decision to put your emotions, put your actions back towards you. Invest in you, not them. Three of Wands, because they weren't showing up for you. And you learned, I can't trust this bullshit. This isn't providing the balance I deserve. And I'm fucking tired of waiting. So I'm going to trust me, goddammit. And you knew, somehow you know that's the best offer for you right now. Versus fake love or having a new beginning too early on or too fast. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. You don't want to see something be what it already was. You want to lock that investment in. You ain't going to let somebody fuck with your heartstrings. Oh, no. You don't even stress that right at this time. You don't. You may have thought about the situations or how you'd like to move towards them, but now Pisces is patiently waiting for the right emotional offer or king or queen to show up passionately, correctly. Otherwise, they ain't putting up with your shit. They ain't going to fight with a situation that's too much of a fucking headache or isn't showing up for them and providing happiness. These are your readings. I hope you all enjoyed them. If you did, just give a like, maybe subscribe, and I'm out of here. Hopefully, if things work out like I said, I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed this. Collector's a little longer than I planned, but that's what it is. All right, everybody. Thanks again, and I'll see you later.